Hi, it's Caitlin and I am here with my July 2024 polish pickup video, which is the Rewind month. And if you don't know what that means, essentially during July, nail polish makers bring back either one or two polishes that they released previously from the polish pickup. That means those are limited editions that were no longer available, but they're bringing them back, usually based on demand. So it's a great opportunity to pick something up that you might have missed and regretted or just couldn't get at the time. So hopefully the polishes that have come back are ones that you wanted back. I'm happy with a lot of the ones that have been brought back. If there's a little asterisk beside the name on the nail polish in my video, that means it will be in the maker's shop, and you might just have to figure that out on your own when exactly that will be available. But everything else will be available for pre-order in the polish pickup shop from July 5th through the 8th, the usual times. And yeah, I think that's all the information you need. So just let's get into the swatches.
Let's start by looking at some of the sponsored polishes for this video. First up is Phoenix Indie Polish Dragon Girl, and this one is a deep chocolate brown base packed with intense violet to red Aurora shimmer. I'm definitely not surprised that this polish came back because it is so pretty. It's really elegant. It has a fantastic formula and the shimmer is really, really gorgeous. This does have fantastic coverage in 2 coats. If you paint in really thin coats or have a very visible free edge, you might need 3, but it is a pretty solid 2-coater in my opinion. And I think everything in this video I'm going to be showing it swatched and topped off with Cuticula Limitless Quick Dry Top Coat. It's my favorite top coat and it just works so well. The second polish from Phoenix, which will be available in their shop and through the various stockists who are doing their own rewind, which I believe at this point there's probably more, but I know for sure Gracie J & Co and Rainbow Connection UK are doing a rewind with the maker's shop polishes that have asterisks. So this one is Ivy and it's a deep green with violet to red shimmer, and it's inspired by Poison Ivy from the Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League video game from the April video game theme. So just a couple months ago, this was really popular, probably because it definitely has Shrek energy to it and people are obsessed with Shrek. So this one, same kind of vibe as the previous polish, great formula, might cover for some people in 2, or you might need 3. So I'm going to show this with 3 coats. And again, the shimmer is really strong. The base is really bright and it's just this really cool, murky combination of colors that works surprisingly well. And now for like a little nail polish interlude, we have a nail product. This is from Bluebird Lacquer. It's their No More Uglicles Cuticle Balm in Baja Blast. The scent is a blend of tropical mango, pineapple, lime, and it has a fizzy kick. So this has really nice ingredients that just do a really great job of moisturizing your cuticles and your nail. And honestly, if you put it on your hands, that's good too. Sometimes I do that. This one is a 1/2 ounce tin, and the scent is just really good. Like, I wasn't necessarily able to identify each of those fruits in there, but it's just this kind of yummy, sweet, almost creamy smell in a really good way. So anyway, you can see it works wonders on dry, acetone riddled cuticles. And for the polish that Bluebird's bringing back, we have Blast Off 2.0. So this one's a shattered hollow formula with a pale aquamarine base and effervescent pink to gold shifting shimmer with hints of purple. I love this polish and I love the shattered hollow finish. I also am kind of mesmerized by my own swatch of this, watching the hollow show off its little rainbowy prisms. And this one is perfect in 2 coats. I don't think anyone's going to need 3. It has a fantastic formula and just a really beautiful finish. This does dry really dull for whatever reason, so do use a good glossy top coat to enhance the holographic effect. And yeah, this one is surprisingly shifty. Unfortunately, this literally arrived at my doorstep less than 2 hours ago, and I swatched it and got it in this video because I got to get this video out. So there was no sunshine. It is late on Friday night, and so I can't show it off in the sun, unfortunately, but hopefully you can see the shifts and imagine that there's sparkle when the sun hits this. It's just a really pretty aquamarine minty shade. Here we have the Polished for Days offering. So this one's going to be in the Polish Pickup shop, and it's Goblins and Ghoulies, which is a deep mulberry purple base with an intensely glowing blue to purple shimmer. I'm fully obsessed with this polish still. It came out last summer, and I feel like this is another polish that launched 1,000 ships. Like, I don't know, it just created such a frenzy and everyone wanted it. So I'm really happy it's back, because if you missed it, please just grab it. And you know, there kind of have been some other polishes subsequently that have come out looking like this, but none of them compare to this one. So you know how many polishes I see and get on a regular basis and swatch, but I really do feel like this one is special and unique and worth picking up if you didn't. So that's my 2 cents on that. And it does dry a tiny bit satiny, so use a glossy top coat and just wait for this one. The shifts are unreal. It's the shifts and the glow. So maybe it's more glow than shifts, but it's so glowy. The polish that will be in Jenna's shop is Barbie on the Boardwalk, which is a neon magenta base with blue to purple iridescent shifting shimmer. And this one is another polish that to me is still incredibly special after, I think it was a year ago that this polish came out approximately. I love it. I treasure it. I wish I had time to actually wear it again. I don't think I've had my nails painted for my own personal enjoyment in 5 months. It's been a long time, but I would definitely love to wear this again if I could have time to do that. But this one is so stunning, so pink. If you like pink polishes, then treat yourself to this, especially if you didn't get it the first time around. It is so beautiful. I really love it. Similar kind of formula to Goblins and Ghoulies, dries a bit satiny, but Top Coat will take care of that. And yeah, this is beautifully glowy and pink. And now this one is one that I am so happy to see returning because so many of you were disappointed about the very low cap and just how quickly it sold out when it was initially available. So you have another chance. This one's Mysterious Uranus or Uranus. I don't even know what is the proper pronunciation of that anymore, but it's a violet jelly base with a vibrant green to blue shifting shimmer, silver reflective glitters, and tiny silver holographic glitters. I honestly don't think I'm gonna have to even say much for you to understand why this was so popular and so beautiful. It just is. It's ridiculously holographic. I mentioned that in my other, I guess, initial PPU video with this polish, but whatever Chamaeleon Nails uses in their polish, they're using top-notch ingredients. The hollow pigment is super rainbowy. It's what I remember rainbowy glitters being 10 years ago. None of that like silvery crap that they call hollow. This is truly rainbowy and it's phenomenal. So this one's good in 3 coats, and it does need top coat because there's reflective glitter and regular glitter, but it won't be difficult to remove, and it is guaranteed to mesmerize you. So the other polish that will be available in the Chamaeleon Nails shop and probably from some of their stockists is Little Mermaid. And this one's a solar polish with a mint base. And then when you get UV light on it, whether that's sunlight or a UV flashlight, it turns to a purple magenta, and it's filled with violet and orange iridescent flakes. So the stronger the sunlight, the darker the polish gets. And yeah, it's just a really interesting polish. So my fingers were exposed to sun between coats 1 and 2, as you can see. And it does change very quickly and very easily. The note here is that you should store solar polishes in a dark, cool place to preserve the color changing effect for as long as possible. If you have the bottle sitting in a sunny window for a couple months, it's going to stop transitioning. So treat your polishes like a fine wine. Now, as you can see, this one does need 3 coats to get good and opaque. It does dry down satiny, so use a glossy top coat, but this is so pretty and so fun. I love solar polishes, and this one is fantastic. Here we have Rogue Lacquer Naked or Not, which is a milky gray white crelly base with black flakes, as well as green, blue, and purple and pink glass flakes. This one was an immediate favorite when I swatched it the first time it came out, and I'm so happy it's come back because I love it. I think it's so pretty, and it's one of those polishes that I personally would probably wear in like 1 coat or 2 coats, but you can definitely build it up, and it's just really flattering, beautiful formula, and I love how rainbowy it is. And also it's inspired by a misheard lyric of John Bon Jovi, which is always funny. Now this one gets more of a contrast the more coats you apply, so you probably want 3 coats to get more of that milky gray base to show up, and then the flakes really pop against it in that 3rd coat. And this one will have texture. It will not be difficult to remove, but 1 layer of top coat will be needed if you want a smooth, glossy finish. Rogue Lacquer is bringing The Sky is Falling to their shop, and this one is kind of like a 2.0 from the original. So Rachel says that this version leans a bit more of a rich cyan versus the original, which was a pale, sunny sky blue. And like the original, it has a rainbow of metallic flakes. So this one has fantastic coverage. It will be opaque in 2 coats. It's very creamy, and yeah, it's just a really cute little polish. Classic Rogue Lacquer Crelly, and this is going to dry with a tiny bit of texture from the flakes. So use a good glossy top coat to smooth everything out. It won't be difficult to remove, and you'll be on your way. Paint It Pretty Polish is bringing one foot in the ground to the actual PPU shop. So this is a plum purple base with a red copper shimmer and small silver hollow flakes. This one is so pretty, and I definitely loved it the first time around, and I'm glad it's coming back because it was popular, and hopefully you didn't sleep on it the first time. I really do love Paint It Pretty Polish, and I think more people need to be jumping on that train personally. So this one is really beautiful, fantastic formula, excellent coverage in 2 coats, and it is very rich and shifty, and the hollow is quite rainbowy when the sunlight catches it. It does dry dull, so definitely use a glossy top coat to bring the shine out and enhance the holographic effect. And here we have Paint It Pretty Polish Kiss the Sky, which is, of course, inspired by the Jimi Hendrix lyric, Kiss the Sky. And this one is, oh my goodness, it's so beautiful. This one is a really shifty shimmer. It has a light purple base and a really strong gold shift that gives you orange and purple and just a whole bunch of different gorgeous colors. So I really like the formula on this. It goes on sheer, but it will build up in 3 coats and mostly cover your nail line. Again, this is just so shifty, and in order to get that really packed punch of shimmer, you need a sheer base. So as you can see here on the second coat, you can still sort of see my free edge a little bit, but there's so much shimmer in this that it basically distracts from any visible nail line once you get to that 3rd coat of polish. So here it is in 3 coats. It dries down pretty glossy, but I will still recommend a glossy top coat just to enhance it even further. And again, I'm using Cuticula Limitless Top Coat because I love it so much. And here it is. Hopefully you're starting to catch some of those color shifts in the polish. And here, as you can see in this lighting, it looks practically orange with just some purple kind of at the edges. This one, again, if you're a fan of shimmers, if you like purples, if you like orangey golden shifts, then you're going to love this polish. It's very ethereal, very dreamy. It's just a beautiful, beautiful polish. So I will let you enjoy the shifts in this one. Here we have Clionadh Cosmetic Rainbows, and this polish is described as a gloomy blue base with medium particle shimmer shifting through a rainbow of pink, red, orange, yellow, and green with blue reflective micro glitter. So this polish, when I was applying it, I wasn't even sure if it had micro glitter in it because they're not super obvious, and when I'm done applying this and you see it in different lighting, your mind will probably be blown because this polish is so unique and gorgeous. And a note on the formula, it builds up really nicely in 2 coats in my opinion. I found it to be relatively opaque. I know some people might not like that the nail line is kind of visible, but I just find with reflective polishes they might get too thick on the 3rd coat, so I recommend 2 coats of this one and a glitter grabber top coat. But for my swatching purposes, I just used 1 layer of a regular glossy top coat, and it did take care of most of the texture for me. So this is it in 2 coats plus top coat. I love how the top coat plumped it out and just made it look so juicy. You can already see the sparkle. This is when I knew it definitely had reflective glitter in it. And boom, look at that. It looks incredible in the sun. This is so gorgeous and shifty. It looks incredible in the shade with that intense green shift. I think it's magical. And the pink shimmer is also super intense. Right here you can kind of see every color of the rainbow, which is absolutely stunning. I love this polish. And next up we have Clionadh Cosmetics. This one is Salt Watermelon Taffy, and this one is described as a vibrant mint green crelly base with pink peach lime shifting shimmer. And this one is super beautiful, as you're going to see. It is definitely in the sheer camp of nail polishes, and some people don't like that, but personally I think it makes for the most intense and most beautiful shimmer polishes. So this one, as you can see, will definitely need 3 coats. I mean, if you like very visible nail line, you could leave it in 2, but even at 3, you can see my nail line, and it does dry down on the dull side, so I will recommend a glossy top coat or matte if you want, but I think glossy looks best in this case. Hopefully you can also see how intense the shifts in this one are already. I think you're gonna love this one if you're a fan of shimmers. To the delight of many, I'm sure, Cuticula is bringing Never Sleep Again back, and this one is a blood red base with large particle red to gold to green shifting shimmer, matte black flakes, and a small set of silver holographic flakes, all within a really beautiful jelly formulation. This one was from, I think, maybe September 2022, and I know a lot of people that have, been lamenting the polish, so I'm glad Amanda's brought it back. It's a beauty, and it's very close to the original, and this is the new version that's coming back. This one may cause staining, so definitely use a good base coat. It's just a really beautifully pigmented base, and when I removed the polish, there was like a little bit of red on my nails, so I didn't use a base coat, but if you do, you should be fine. This is a fantastic formula in 2 coats. It does dry down textured, but it will smooth out with 1 layer of top coat. I'm using Cuticula Limitless Quick Dry Top Coat, and that also enhances the sparkle in the hollow. And it's not going to be difficult to remove. Those are little flakes and not glitters. So I will note about the shimmer that you can definitely catch some of those gold and green shifts at extreme angles. It's a little more obvious in person than my camera was capturing, and it does have a really beautiful red glow to it. The polish that Cuticula is going to have in her shop, as well as at the stockists, is Rainbow After the Storm, which is a soft cyan base with strong orange to gold to green shifting flame and a rainbow of shifting glass flakes. This is one of my favorite kinds of polishes and is one of my favorite Cuticula polishes. It's stunning, it's so ethereal, it's delicate, it's striking, it's rainbowy, it's blue. There's a lot to love here. And the formula is fantastic. If you want to leave it in 2, you can. You could also use it as a topper, but I will show it built up in 3 coats. I also just love working with the Cuticula brush. I especially love that she uses a clear bristle brush. I'm tongue-tied. It's just really, I don't know, satisfying to watch when you paint it on your nails. So again, I'm using Cuticula's Limitless Top Coat, and this is just so pretty, so I will let you appreciate how pretty it is, and I'm also going to show it with a matte top coat because it does look phenomenal matte. Garden Path Lacquers is bringing back I Forgive You, which is from the 2023 Fairy Tales and Folklore theme. This one was actually one of my favorite polishes of 2023. So I'm really happy that it's back. Maybe it's back because everyone saw my favorites video and decided they missed it and needed it. Just kidding, I don't have that big of an ego. But this is inspired by Molly Grew from The Last Unicorn, and it's a brown jelly base filled with rose gold holographic micro glitter and bright blue aurora shimmer. It's absolutely stunning, and the hollow micro glitter is super rainbowy. Again, it's not like silvery crap, it is truly rainbowy and just so beautiful. It has fantastic coverage in 2 coats, and I will say that it does dry textured, but the texture does go away with one layer of top coat, and it's not really difficult to remove even though it has micro glitter. It's tiny and it comes off similar to a flake, so it's not a pain in the butt. Moving along, we have Cupcake Polish Funfetti, and when I saw this one in the bottle, I kind of freaked out because I just knew I was going to love it so much. And here we have another sheer crelly base. This one is white, and it's filled with pink, red, gold, green, and blue metallic flakes, and it's of course inspired by Funfetti cake, which makes me want to go bake immediately. So this one is sheer on that first coat. Obviously you want it sheer so that you can see the flakes through the layers of nail polish, and it had such a good formula. I was happy with it in 2 coats, but if you want to build it up to 3, be my guest. I just liked the quantity of flakes I had in 2. I didn't want to add too many more of those metallic shreds if I didn't have to. So this one, the flakes are more like metallic shreds, so I think if you're planning on wearing this, it might require 2 layers of top coat, like a glitter top coat and then a regular top coat, but for the purposes of my swatches, I was happy with 1 layer of top coat. And these flakes don't really shift around too much. They're not iridescent or color shifting, so I still wanted to show it in different lighting, but this is kind of a you get what you see polish in the best possible way. It's so beautiful and happy and fun and cute and just the best. And last but not least, I have Kathleen Co Rosary Pea. So I don't have swatches of the one that will be in the Polish Pickup shop, but this will be on the Kathleen Co website as well as at her stockists. So this one is a chocolate brown crelly with red shimmer. It has a beautiful formula. I love the Kathleen Co brush, as I always talk about. And this one is just so pretty. It's like, to me, it's more of like a mauvey taupe, mauve, whatever. I'm Canadian, but I know other Canadians pronounce it mauve, and I'm not going to get into another fight about that pronunciation, but mauve, whatever. It's just really pretty, very flattering, and really shimmery, as you're going to see. Depending on how you apply it, you might need 3 coats, or you could get away with 2. I definitely went thicker on my middle finger, so that one is probably good in 2, but my index I probably could have done a 3rd, but it's still covered evenly. It's just not as dark looking, as you can see the difference between my 2 fingers.
Obviously, there are a ton of other polishes that made it back but aren't in my video. So I'm really, really happy that Chameleon Nails brought back Mysterious Uranus. That one is so beautiful, and I know a lot of people were disappointed because they couldn't get it the first time around. It had a pretty low cap and it sold out very quickly. So I'm really happy that made it come back. Let me know in the comments what you're most happy to see coming back this month, and yeah, let me know what's on your wish list. And I guess that's it for me. So have a great day where you are, and hopefully I will see you in the next one. Bye.